I'm going to show you how to make text with the background so that you can see the text will become as the background itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find a font that I want to use. I already had it on my loaded already, so I'm just going to bring it down on the skyline. This is the layer of the background, and above that I have a layer that is completely white. And at this point I want to make a selection around the text. So the way you do that is you hold Control and you click on the T, and as you can see, the selection is around all the text. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to click off the text, and I'm going to make sure that I'm selected on the layer, and I'm going to do Control X to cut. And as you can see now, the text is cut out right along the skyline. The next thing I want to do is I want to stroke the Atlantic City. So I'm going to click on the layer like this and hold Control. But right now you can see that the outside is selected, so I'm going to go over to Inverse. And I'm going to inverse it so that it is just around the text. I'm going to go over to Stroke, and I'm stroking in black. I got 10 pixels on this one. And as you can see, I'm going to deselect it. And as you can see, that's Atlantic City behind it. So what I'm going to do now is I can still move the background around if I want to adjust it. I'm going to go back to the beginning again, and I'm going to fill this with white, and we'll do another text called the boardwalk. And I'm going to, this time I'm going to make the white transparent so I can see what's behind it, so I can move it around like this. There's a few different ways you can do the same thing. So I've got it centered where I want it to be. I'm going to bring back the background to 100%. I'm going to click on the T and hold Control at the same time, and as you can see, we have the dancing ants or selection around the boardwalk. I'm going to highlight my white. I'm going to go Control X, and I'm going to deselect the text, and you can see that it's cut it out again. What I'm going to do at this time, I'm going to bring back the boardwalk and click on Text and Control and get dancing ants again, and then I'll deselect the font, and I'll go over and stroke it like I did before, and we'll go D for deselect, and that's the way you do that. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to bend this text, and what I'm going to do now is I have typed in "Happy Days Are Here Again." I'm highlighted on my text, and I click on that. Let me go back and show you again. Up here you'll see a little T and a curve. I'm going to click on it once, and I'm going to use the drop down, and I'm going to click on the arc. And as you can see, the arc is made. You can adjust the arc for different amounts of bend, and you can also use this horizontal distortion, or you can use vertical distortion. And that's a number of different things you can do. Let me bring everything back to 0. And the next thing I'm going to show you on there is you've got the bulge, you've got the flag, you've got fisheye. There's a bunch of different things that you can use or figure out what you want to use. And you can do vertical, horizontal. It's all different things. You just have to experiment with it. So let's get rid of that. And the next thing I'm going to show you is using the text. Let's move this up here. Using the text with a line, you take your pen tool and let's click, and I'm going to go to another area and click and slide so it gets bent, and click and slide, and I'm going to end it here by going up to the move tool and click on that, and now it's a path. So I take the text tool and I click right on it, and then you can type whatever you want. And it will follow the line, so we can actually now change the size of the text. So let's go in here, and it's 100 points now. So let's make it 150, like that. And or you can change the text. So let's highlight it, double click on it to highlight it, and let's go to another text, like that. Or highlight it again. Let's use something else. Use that one. So that's the way you can actually make a different path. You can also use the selection tool. Let's say we're going to use the round, completely round. I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to make a circle, and we'll move the center of that circle. I'm going to go over to the path palette and click on the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, the fourth one from the left. That makes it a path. Now it's a path, we can put text in there. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to take my pen tool, or my text tool. Take my text tool. I clicked off of that, and I'm going to place the text on the path, and I'm going to Control V, and I pasted that around, as you can see. And we can make the font bigger by, let's make it 200. And deselect it and free transform it, and we're going to circle it around this way, and that's really neat. So that's a really good way if you want to use something that's symmetrical. And I guess that'll be it for today.